What up, though?
What up, though?
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. All things football is back.
Yes,
I know. It's been a while.
It's been 50 days, man.
Yeah, it's been 50 days.
2 months counting.
He was counting again.
I checked the studio.
This guy says he has a love life, but when you look at the things that he's doing to the side,
What just?
You
trying to trash me?
Stop getting
that. Love life? Really?
It's okay.
Really?
Heal.
Really?
Tranquilo.
Mr. Veil?
Tranquilo. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the smartest Arsenal fan. I did not shall be polluting my head a lot.
But Shagu is Ateta out.
He's an Arsenal fan.
Hashtag Ateta.
So we brought a smart Arsenal fan up in here, way smarter than me. Cause, bro, I'm Dillu, bro. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, all things football is back to your TV
after
for
break.
Laptop screens.
Phone. After a 50-day hiatus. Holiday.
And so we just have to talk. We have to address it. You know, this is going out to the millions and millions
of the Rocks fans.
A play. Go million, we will get 1 million fans. We believe we'll get there. But to all 100 of you that watch the channel, we'd just like to apologize. You know, all things football is important to us. This podcast is big for us. It's just been, a crazy start to the year. Yeah, somebody actually employed it.
So I'm unemployed.
Yeah. But we're back. And we promise we got new content coming up for you guys. We are working in the background, new partnerships. We've got new people on board. So we're coming. So it's best we start this episode the right way.
Absolutely.
With a fan 1-0.
Yeah.
A supporter of the greatest team ever. And this is me being not biased.
Barcelona?
You can say that again.
The greatest team ever. A fan that supports the greatest team ever.
Yeah.
Mr. Marumbo himself.
What do you mean? Greatest.
Barcelona.
Greatest. I said
greatest.
It's the greatest. What?
The greatest and the best are two different things.
Exactly. It's the greatest and the best are two different things.
Greatest. I disagree.
Fan of the cannon himself, I said. Fellow Guna. Yeah. Shout out my guy. Welcome aboard.
Shout out any Arsenal fan. I don't do that. I don't do that.
And this is the second episode, actually.
Second time. Thanks for having me back, guys.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you. I say, I don't mind how much every season, of course. To my takes out. And I said, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's get straight into the all things football action. Let's talk all things football. So, let's talk about that corrupt league.
Because you can't read it, it's corrupt.
Look,
That sounds
Who's
like
bro?
an excuse. That sounds like an excuse.
You don't have a Chelsea kid on.
Yes.
That's something you barely wear.
I wear it publicly. Anyway, you see me at home in the streets. I'm like, anyway.
But yeah. But since you want to talk about this league so bad, what's the last match you guys had in the league?
I don't know.
You don't remember? Was that bad?
Was that 3 weeks ago? I said, dude, that was the worst game I've watched ever.
Chelsea lost.
Both teams.
But you still
That was boring.
you still lost.
Yeah, we talked about this. I said that we
age
did.
your team to us.
I did say we. I did accept the loss.
We didn't even have to get on a second.
Yeah, but generally speaking,
it was so easy.
unbiased point of view,
but
from an Arsenal perspective and my perspective, give me Liverpool.
No,
Let's be
not
real.
worse than the Man U Arsenal game from like 2 weeks ago.
Boring.
Well, that was
Now,
a
which one?
horrible match.
That's
The
better than
1-1 draw.
You know how bad that game
The
was.
1-1 draw.
Yeah, but this was worse, bro. This was terrible.
Well, maybe.
This was
but
terrible.
Because you lost.
Yeah, because you lost.
No, not because even if we won, that game was generally boring to watch.
Right.
Because I watched it with a group of supporters. I was probably, how many people? Were 7. Like 5 Arsenal supporters, Amanu, and Ineo. Like that game. Exactly. See, like during the game, we were just chatting about something else apart from the game. That's how boring that game was.
But
I took the L, but the game was boring. I took
If you come to the ends,
3
you check
years.
the
I
notes.
think it's like 4 years, 5 years since you guys have beaten us. We're on a streak right now.
It's fine.
Slapping you guys at the end is routine.
Yeah, it's a trophy. So it's fine. It's trophy, right?
You know you've been trophyless too, right?
For how long?
Same amount of time.
rings.
Yeah, same amount of time.
Yeah.
Same amount of time.
Yeah.
So I
Trophy that's in the league. As in winning the Premier
Actually,
League.
we won the Community Shield just like.
and that's a trophy, but it's still a fun.
No, of course. Yeah, it
You
is.
have to win.
Ah, it is. Ah, it is. Congrats. Ah, it is. It is. The trophy.
It's so salty, yeah. It's so salty, bro.
What's a trophy?
Yeah, we dumped on them as usual. Oh, lovely stuff. Yeah, not this. This dunking on you.
Anyway, I said
Eh?
it 3 weeks ago. Season not let's move on.
For who?
I'm
You
going
guys
to
or for everyone?
everyone. You're not winning the league.
But you guys can still not make it to the UCL. So that's still something
that
to
team,
play for.
based
Yeah.
on what I saw, that team doesn't deserve Champions League. Let's move on.
That's fact.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's end the season. Start again. Season not again.
But yeah, man. To give a summary of the Prem, obviously, looks like Liverpool are
Looks like.
walking along.
What do you mean? Looks
Our
like.
time.
It's
Yeah, that's what
been,
it
it's
looks
been
like.
a minute since. Like, how long have we known that fact? It's been a couple of
Looks like.
Nah, but now
Looks
more
like-
it's more definite now than it was maybe 3
More
months ago.
likely, yeah.
So
Next season. I'm behind you.
You know the thing is, you say that as a joke.
Nah,
But
but
me
for real.
as a supporter who
Nah,
is
but-
always backing my team,
Nah, for
I'm
real.
finally gonna do
I
it.
want you to win the
You
trophy.
know what? But recently, bro, man, only woman saw Zojiza to talk about get out of here, man. Yes, we are still gunning for the title. What, you want us to give up? You want us to say no, we're not winning it next season? We're gonna go for it next season.
funny thing is most of these clubs would swap their seasons for ours
In a heartbeat. Yeah.
So I'm not mad.
Yeah. And in fact, let me ask you, because I speak to a lot of Arsenal fans,
Yeah.
right? And
Who are done. That's right.
I mean, some of them are smart, some of them are smart.
Most
But-
people are done. Just bring it up. Yes.
Like some light-skinned dude, some of them, who has beef with Kai Havertz anyway. But like, what's your view? Are you the type that since Arteta hasn't won the league this season, as about Nuga, since he hasn't won a trophy this season, as about Nuga, is that where you stand?
Nah. That's not where I stand. Honestly, okay, it's something that you have to look at it properly. If you react after every single game, like after the Man United game, it was like, bro, how are we drawing with this man that in like 14th place and stuff? We shouldn't be drawing to like the worst United side in a long time.
Yeah, man. So top 5, Chelsea obviously not gonna make it. You ain't more Champions League football.
Us over City. For real.
I hate both of you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hate City more just because.
City should
Nah,
finish. I say as horrible
right
as
now,
as horrible
I
as
want
they've been, they
City
should finish
dead.
8th.
I want City dead. I want City
They should
dead.
finish 8th.
Rodri, I don't want Rodri to come back to anything.
Yeah.
I play as got me and Europa, me not try.
But top 5, if it's just depending on how we finish the season.
I think that's the only exciting thing for the
How-
season.
how
Like
it
in the
is.
Premier League, that's the only exciting thing that we have going. Like
Because like the
towards
gap
season.
between what
10
Vale
points.
and like Aston Villa is like Bournemouth is like 5 points
Yeah.
or 6. So
Yeah, Bournemouth in 10th are like 5 points behind you guys. It's
Exactly.
like 2 games.
2 games. So
Yeah.
that's
the
for
only
grabs.
exciting thing. But
Up for grabs. Up for grabs.
But
No.
honestly, man, I hope Bournemouth and Fulham make it.
Ah,
You and City,
wow.
you go far, far away.
Wow. City, what's that even?
Go far, far away.
I think-
Was in Luxembourg and what?
I think
We're already doing that.
I can allow Chelsea.
We're already doing that
I
this
can allow
season. We've
Chelsea.
had our
But-
conference
but-
league.
But
I
City
don't
needs
know
it.
what's happening with Copa.
It happened. Had a great face season. Fatigue, it's fine. You know, I don't say anything bad about the boy.
I'm
Without
not
the
saying Arsenal,
boy, without the boy, will probably be like 15th. Facts.
Copa, my ears were facing Arsenal at ends.
Nah,
Disappears, bro. Bro goes into hiding, bro.
One time is a coincidence. The second time is
it's the same
Twice.
one now, bro. We need him for the final push, trying to get UCL.
yeah. But without him, we won't get it.
Exactly. It's like last season without Palmer, we finished like 15. So I can't say, I can't trust him.
It's like it's basically like United without Bruno.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually,
Huh?
you already know me as a Bruno guy, but I'm a Bruno guy. With Bruno with Man United are 15. I think Bruno with Man United without Bruno would be relegated. But even if they got better players, as long as Bruno is the main guy, I don't see them going past the seeding year number 8. Like he's
Yeah.
just for me, Bruno is the quintessential
Uh,
good guy on a bad team, but never a great guy on a great team. He'll never be a guy that's being like leading a team to the title. leading
Shout
a team
out
to-
Marcelo.
Yeah. But
So this friend of mine, this United fan, it decides to post the Bruno Odegaard situation, and I'm like, bro, two different players.
It's two different
Doing
players.
two different roles.
Yeah.
I, as an Arsenal fan, will always take Odegaard over Bruno.
Yeah.
But I would understand why United fans are taking Bruno over Odegaard
Yeah,
in the
it's-
situation that they're in.
It's fine.
Comano, I'm always like, okay, when you look at Odegaard, it's not necessarily the output, the GA you're looking at. Because with him, he's like a tailor, the puppeteer with our team. You feel me? Whereas with Bruno, he's more direct because he has to be more direct with Manchester United. Otherwise, you don't get relegated.
It's like the police and the superhero, like Spider-Man. Spider-Man will never solve the issues emerging in the neighborhood, but he'll be he'll be the hero for the day. But the police are the guys that are like working hard, keeping the stuff in check. But you know, Bruno always have his hero moments. He scores a free kick. He has a hat trick of penalties and stuff like that. Yeah. So
Alright, so to round that up, let's just say, who do you think is going to make top 5?
you know, my heart is telling me that I should not want Chelsea and Man City to make the top 5, but my brain knows
Thank you.
that one of them is gonna make it.
Smartest Arsenal fan I've
So
met.
yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Chelsea and Newcastle because I think City still have some reckoning things that are gonna happen to them. But
The downfall.
yeah, I'm gonna say Chelsea and Newcastle.
It's beautiful.
In one, so you're hating one Fulham or Bournemouth in the top 5.
I'm realistic and I feel like you guys will make top 4. Again, you're a very cringe team. Come on. I feel like you guys will make top 4. Newcastle, sadly, I feel like they're definitely making the top 4 as well. So, yeah, man, how about you?
For me, it's us and Aston Villa.
Yeah.
UCL round up.
The UCL.
Who's winning? We know your answers already.
Cannon, bro.
Already know your
Yeah,
answers.
Arsenal's winning this UCL.
Nah, dog.
You know, believe.
They nail.
Believe, man.
Believe.
You know, like it's no. If it was a win, I'd have to move. Because I trash you a lot for not winning any European trophy.
Move.
So I'd have to move.
I
gotta have
was
it.
Ed,
Honestly
it's a
speaking,
bit like.
I'd rather have Villa win it. That's how deep it is.
Why are you guys letting these small teams get this like?
Yeah.
Have you seen Newcastle
is,
people the way they're moving? Obviously,
it's
we don't
fine.
know
It's-
any Newcastle fans in real life,
Exactly.
but like,
Come on, okay, for them we get it.
I'm in
I say, well, okay, that one I can call that. So 70 years is a long.
yeah, 70 is
Yeah,
also.
no, but the thing is, bro, why are these men always trying to create a rivalry with us?
Yeah,
We don't know you.
They're talking
Nah,
about
nah.
Anthony Gordon is better than Saga. I'm like,
We don't even care about you. Like,
Come on.
bro. And it's the Ndindani Gordon, Ndindani.
So yeah,
Live it, bro.
that's how it is. I'd rather have Villa win it, but I feel Barcelona will win.
yeah, I think Barcelona is a smart money. Like smart money is Barcelona winning it.
This somehow I don't know how to lose
They-
the Champions League. They could be losing 3-1 and win the game.
They have been
5-4.
balling, bro.
The thing about them as well, Atagiao is just too good.
Yes, it is too good. Like, I'm hoping that somebody there just upsets them, whether it's BVB or Mwe or whether it's Inter or Bayern. Even though
but actually, the Inter one is a challenge because it's now Inter is proper.
I mean, yeah, the
they
Inter
defend
will
and
never
they
take
don't play ball.
And they've only conceded one goal
Exactly.
up to this point. So it's gonna be like
crazy.
a team that has scored like 40 something goals in the Champions League versus a team that has only conceded one. So it's gonna be hell. Like that game is gonna
But
be
yeah,
So who's winning the UCL for you?
I've just said it, Barcelona. And my second pick would be Villa or Arsenal.
my heart is Arsenal. My brain tells me Barcelona. But yeah, I'm gonna go Arsenal.
Okay, for me, my brain is going out the window. I'm not listening to my brain. I'm listening to my heart, bro. Like, you know what? This is one of those rare opportunities where I know these guys have a shot at greatness.
Yeah.
You beat Real, you get a result against Real. It is a shot at greatness. And if you can beat Real Madrid, bruh, the belief is gonna skyrocket.
Yeah.
Because look at the teams that have knocked out Madrid, Baladiba, City, and New Clouds.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Ended up winning.
Yeah, it's a confidence boost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like we can beat Real Madrid.
Yeah,
of course.
We can.
City will.
Because Saliba and Gabriel, if they have one of their games, bruh,
Yeah.
I say so.
I think-
They will lock down those clowns.
I think what I want to see in this next two games for Arsenal is Ben White get some sort of like consistency. Because we're gonna need all the defensive bodies in the game Yaounji. Because there's gonna be yellow card event situations where like Timber gets a yellow card in the first half. we don't want to
Yeah,
play
you
in
have to.
the second
Yeah,
half. You have to sub him out. It's very like
Exactly.
because you don't want someone on the yellow card getting
Versus
vicious.
Madrid. Versus Madrid.
You gotta
yeah,
defend
you gotta defend
like
that.
crazy.
Yeah, but I
Because
think
if you let them score like 3, then like,
I think another thing that's going to be very important is set pieces. Madrid are so poor defending corners.
Yes, bro.
I think in the La Liga they've conceded the most goals from set pieces.
Gabriel.
So it
guys,
takes your
this could be
time.
a Gabriel
It's a
game
time.
where
But,
Gabriel gets like
you
4
know,
goals, 3 goals.
No, no. I didn't even have Villa
You know
win
what?
it before Arsenal.
Villa not getting past.
Although
this.
Dortmund can win it, not even
It's just
Arsenal.
mentioning teams that are not getting past the
Exactly.
current
That's
matchups.
how deep it is. That's how deep I don't want you to win that.
But another thing is, Kudi, when I look at Nwaneri, I'm like, bro, this game could be that game where
The making of a-
they
the making
finally,
of a star,
they finally start comparing you to the greats.
Yeah.
This is that game which could
Yeah.
actually push you, even though I do not care about the golden boy, but it pushes you into those type of conversations.
If he has a game where it's like a Nwaneri type of game where it's like, oh, Nwaneri scores 2 goals, 2 assists, something like that over the 2 legs,
Yeah.
I think he wins the golden boot automatic. There's no one else that's coming in. Maybe Pau Kubasi, that's if Barcelona win the actual thing, like the whole UCL.
Yeah.
But if Nwaneri has that type of game and we get to the final, Nwaneri is winning the golden boot. Like he's winning the golden boys, man.
So those are our picks for the UCL.
Exactly, man.
Catching up on the Liga, Barcelona still balling.
Who you think? Who you got winning the league?
You know, we said Madrid, right?
Yeah.
We said Madrid.
At the beginning.
We said
Because
Madrid.
at the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the
Super team,
season.
yeah.
Look at the team. Because Hansi Flick was like, alright, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
You don't know because they're just bringing academy kids. So it's like, we don't know.
I think it's
But the
because-
crazy thing about Barca's academy, they're actually ready to actually ball.
Yeah.
Everybody comes
They
to.
always have
That's
there's
Barca
always
for
have
you,
someone
bro.
coming.
So now it's changing by my son. I'm like,
I still think Madrid will win it though.
You still think
I
Madrid
still
will win it?
think Madrid. Somehow I feel like it's gonna get close. Still, it's still gonna remain close.
Yeah.
But I feel like Madrid is
and I
still.
feel, and I feel Barca will win. Because I know,
I respect
I feel Barca will probably beat Madrid too in the Clasico. That's happening at the camp. At the
Yeah,
stadium.
I think for me, when I'm looking at it, I'm
Madrid
like
are-
Madrid.
Yeah.
The last couple of games that they played in La Liga, they haven't been able to win games early. Like yesterday's game, is it yesterday or
2 days ago.
Yeah,
they're winning games late. I think they scored like in the 80th
in
minute.
Saturday's game. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had to score a last minute goal, 70 something, 80 something, so that everyone plays 90 minutes. You see, like Vinicius, Rodrigo,
Yeah.
Valverde, everyone plays 90 minutes.
Exactly.
Or Barcelona can like kill off games by the 60th
blow-
minute.
exactly.
So they blow teams away and stuff like that. So I feel like that's gonna play more to their advantage because if Barcelona are winning 3-0 at halftime,
They get to rotate.
they get to
stuff like
rotate. They have to calm down as well. Or Madrid have these pressure games.
Pressure,
so
pressure.
if you come off, I remember Arsenal. It happened to Arsenal in the season. Obviously, they're 2 different teams in terms of mentality, right?
Yeah.
Arsenal are very young. This Madrid team has won things, right?
Experience.
Yeah, but if you have every single week is like a movie, like you're finishing up Mubanga Infinity War every single week, you get tired, you get exhausted mentally.
Yeah.
So that's gonna catch up to them at some point. And I feel like a 6-point gap is gonna open up. It's 3 now, but the 6 points is gonna open up. And once that opens up, it's done.
I feel
No, I see that. No, I definitely see that. Don't go the same way. I mean, that's how ATM won the league. You remember how tight it was.
Exactly.
And the fact that they were, again, it was end game moment after end game moment. I feel like it's the next man going to
Yeah, it is. It is.
As far as winning La Liga with addition ATM, it's not going to be.
Exactly. So that's it for La Liga. Serie A Inter still number 1.
Who you got?
I feel that the guy said it.
Yeah, I think the Inter gonna walk it
I
out.
would say Conte Gomez first season, so a bit.
But you know
up and
what?
down.
Inter haven't been
people-
playing well the last couple of weeks. They haven't been playing well. So the door
like
is
what?
open.
Yeah.
The
Because
door
the
is
gap is
there.
what, 3
But I
points
think
now?
they're just too good. They're
They're
just
too
too good
good.
defensively. They just
I see
they
that,
just
though.
they just walk it out defensively. Once they just lean on that defense, then they're gonna win it.
Yeah, because Inter can win 5 games in a row, just 1-0.
Yeah,
They
it's
could.
1-0.
They're very disgusting. They could.
You know, Bundesliga, Kane might get his first trophy. I know you hate that,
Yeah.
but it's time.
It's
It's time.
It's time.
The gap
If-
is
if-
6 points.
Bro, if
If they don't win, it's
they
like,
don't
you
win
won't
it,
win again.
I would tell Thomas Tuchel, bro, just tell this man to retire. Because you don't want that bad juju for England. Because, bro, like, this is like his best chance
It
ever.
is, it
Right?
is,
Like,
yeah.
the last 2 years at Bayern, then them getting knocked out of the DFB Pokal, and then
And
them
in his
losing
first game, he lost the final.
the German
Bruh.
Super Cup. Yeah, they
Everyone
lost
was
that
like,
game.
"It's time."
And then last year, Leverkusen is just having this freakish season,
Exactly.
unbeaten. like in your first season, like against the team that had won 8 in a row.
Exactly. But it's time.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'll always make fun of him with the fact that it's still Bundesliga.
But it's time.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
one
time for
company
him to
will
get-
do his thing. You know.
Yeah, companies are bad, man. If I think if company wins the league, but he loses the Champions League to Inter this summer, I think he's gonna be under threat to get sacked.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're not convinced with what he's doing with the team. I don't feel like they're convinced with it.
Nobody is, to be fair. Bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Okay, so that was the first half of the football action. So now we return to halftime, which is the segment where we take a little break from the football.
Yeah.
Gadima a Victor. You can fill in the blank. Let's move on. Let's move on. No.
Yeah. So we got our non-football question of the week, and it's a very interesting one. Seen this one come up on TikTok. A few stories come up on TikTok about this one. So
Yeah, we talked about it.
yeah, we talked about it. So Marumbo, because this could happen to you. It could happen to every one of
I
us.
should go first.
Yeah, cool. You wanna go first? Cool. So, what do you do? You're going on a date, and let's say this isn't your girlfriend, because your girlfriend was what I'm So, this ain't your girlfriend, right? This is a girl you're probably trying to impress. Why? You go out on a date, and then you run out of cash. So either you've forgotten your cash at home or something, but you run out of cash. Bill comes, you guys have already eaten. What are you doing now?
Damn. Okay, that's a hard one, because from my perspective, if I'm going out on a date with a girl, I've pre-planned that 2 weeks before.
Of course.
2 weeks before. I'm ready. Already, this is
Stay
the amount of money I might spend.
Yes.
This is the extra money I might just in case.
Just in case you want to deserve it.
Exactly. Because when you're out on a date, it's like now you don't control what's happening. You don't control what you eat.
Exactly.
She could order anything. She could want dessert. She could want ice cream. She could want waffles. She could want a piece of cake. So you're just there like, okay, bill, I'm thinking of 60K, but I have like a 30 in case. So I'm always prepared.
That's smart.
Cause it's like, okay, if you take a girl out there and you're short on cash, it's like, this guy. So you didn't prepare.
Yeah.
Like that story, that video you sent me on TikTok, where the chick went out on a date, and then the guy was like, then we get $1. And the guy didn't even pay back the cash. You see? You see? So it's like you always have to prepare for these things.
You gotta be ready, bro. You
Yeah,
gotta
I
be
think
ready.
it's a planning thing. I even feel like that's kind of offensive to the girl because it's like, how did you put so little thought into that thing?
Yeah.
Because if you're going out on a date, you should have your meals planned. You should have your budget. You have the budget planned out. Whether you don't know what the girl's gonna order or not, you're gonna think about it. And even in the moment, right? Like, bro, if you have like a plan in 60K, right? And then the girl orders something up to like 40K. Why are you ordering something else that goes up to 40K as well? Do the math in your head.
Exactly.
You got plain chips and then just go like, yo, I'm on a diet, bro.
Okay, it's a mentality thing, right?
Yeah.
That's why the girl has to order first.
Yeah.
Like, I let her order, and then you're like, okay, now I can. Okay.
Smart.
If she asks you, be like, I don't really feel like eating. I was trying to get something like,
But not fair point. Nah, I always be ready, bro. Always be ready. But fair point. But that's the scenario. Because we're looking at scenarios. Actually, this is saying the question is a scenario.
Yeah. Okay, I think if it's a scenario, you have to humble yourself
And
and
do
honestly.
What if?
Okay, what
the
if
scenario actually happens?
Okay, the what if is difficult then. You know, because I feel it's I don't know if any of us have been in this situation, so it's very hard to answer.
Would it happen to me though?
Exactly. But what do you do to ask the girl
but I
to
feel like
lend you money? Do you call a friend?
if you were you, Vic is the first guy you're calling.
Of
right?
course, yeah. If it happens to be a Vic,
Vic is the first guy you're calling. You're like, Vic, can you shoot me some this?
30K, I'll pay you back.
If you have a sibling that has like cash on hand, you're like, bro, can you shoot me some this amount of money, and then you cover the bill.
So what you guys are saying is nobody. You excuse yourself, you go to the bathroom.
Yeah, bro.
You make that phone call.
Hey,
bro, why I need some cash ASAP, man? ASAP on a road trip, bro.
You know the funny thing? When you do stuff like that, people don't answer calls. Unfortunately.
Nobody
what's up?
Straight.
I don't have cash. Call your sister.
bro.
I don't have money.
Kasi nga, I'm in my state, bro.
Yeah,
I'm in my state, bro.
Just stay on your pops. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm stuck. I need
Sure,
any
like,
cash. I'm sure.
Cash.
Why is that?
Because I always feel like
so-
the last case you should be telling the girl. Because at the end of the
Okay,
day,
asking the girl doesn't also depend how
the date is
exactly.
date is going. Come on, how close you are with the chick.
close you are with
How
the
long you've been talking for.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you can't just spit it out. Let's say,
Yeah.
I know you guys, you met once, and then you don't even talk much. Let's say after a week, you have.
And
that
then this
first date.
happens. Because if this happens, obviously, your name is ending up in the group.
And she don't know you, bro.
She don't know
She don't know you.
But
Exactly.
I also think that you wouldn't want to tell her simply because the thing I was saying, good, it's kind of offensive.
It's
It kind of feels like, oh, this guy didn't plan for this thing.
for that.
Because honestly speaking, it's Makari to you. I do. I said, let's go out. So
You would rather tell them after you've already like Vivo should have 50k, you must or 10k, you must and then you tell her, you know what's funny? Funny story. My money actually ran out. Then you tell her after the fact, but telling her when the problem isn't there,
it's offensive.
Nah.
Okay, we must go back to this scenario thing. So let's say that happens, right? In front of cash. Should we blame this on you not doing proper research on the type of place you're going to?
Yeah.
Because as a guy, right, you know your pocket.
Yeah.
Like these are the places
You know how you are.
I'm comfortable with going.
Straight.
Even if she orders anything,
Straight.
I'm
You're
good.
safe.
I'm set.
I got bill on 100.
So what's the idea? So who picks up the place? You or the girl?
Like picking the
the date.
place.
Who picks up the spot?
I think
I
first,
think it
Maybe
depends.
you or the
I think
girl?
the first date is a guy's choice. I feel like it's the kind of thing where you're like, oh, I'm the guy. I personally wouldn't want to. I wouldn't let it happen to me. But if you get into that scenario, you just have to find a way to solve it outside of telling the girl, because I feel like it's an evidence of poor planning. It's just poor planning from you, from
It's
the
a red
guy's side.
flag on your
Yeah,
end.
true.
Yeah, word of advice, always be ready.
So,
Do market research. If you want locations, hit me and I'll send 15 restaurants within.
Yeah, he's actually good at that. Like,
Exactly.
he's
I'll
actually
send
good
it
at
to you, bro.
always-
Anything. If you want
always eating
Italian,
your budget. Always
exactly.
eating your budget.
If you want
Always
African
eating inside your
cuisines,
budget.
Italian, Chinese, I'll send the links, guys. Just hit me up.
But yeah, ladies though, comment please. Like, what would your impression be if this happens to a guy? You guys all y'all don't know each other like that, and this happens.
She gonna
Like,
trash you on social
comment. Like, honestly, what are y'all gonna say? What's your impression gonna? Is there gonna be a second date?
I'm probably gonna do a story time on TikTok or something. Story time with, let me tell you.
Come, baby.
Let me tell you about a date I went on with.
Now I'm seeing that scene. I'm gonna cheer for yourself.
Johanni.
Hey, broski. Gone, bro. Gone. Yeah, okay, that's scenario number one. Scenario number two. You have a heart. Let's say maybe you have gone on 3 or 4 days. Like, you've gone 3 or 4 days. While you're vibing, you really like this girl, maybe let's say she's your girlfriend, but the relationship is fresh.
Yeah.
And then you meet your crazy ex. So this crazy ex goes like, wants to start drama, wants to start problems. Maybe she goes like, she does that thing where, obviously things are done between y'all, but she goes like, oh, you're working with another heart. And stuff like that.
Yeah, something like
that. Women don't do that.
Yeah, like something like, thanks for visiting me yesterday.
Yeah. What are you doing? What's happening there? Do you clip for an idiot? Because I know I watched it. Call a hitman and say, hire some help, bro. Mob ties, bro.
That one.
You know what? I feel like that I have like the thought that's coming to my head is the same thing that I wouldn't let that stuff happen to me, because I'm thinking my choice of like people that I would date. I'm like, I don't know, man. That wouldn't get to that point. But if it did get to that point where it's like, oh, I'm with my girl, and then the ex shows up or something like that, and she's trying to start something, I think you'd rather tell the girl that, oh, this is something that's going to happen, right? Like, just let her know in advance what's going to happen. But if that person is like very insistent on trying to make something happen, then, bro, protect your space.
Get rid of this.
Yeah, like, leave the place. If it's a public place, leave the place.
Man.
Or maybe even stay in public, actually, because I think someone is less likely to embarrass themselves in public than they are if it's in like a...
True.
But you have a point. No matter. I mean, you know if that happens, your girl is a gangster. She'll probably just start. She'll probably protect you or sort things
You
out.
and question me later.
Yeah, she'll question you to the side. She'll defend you there.
But
question you
okay, I
to the
don't
side.
know, because like what Marimo said, I think like it also depends on the type of girls you've dated.
Yeah.
Right. Because if you know this one is has a short
Your exes are crazy, bro. They would do that. Your exes are crazy, bro. Not for real. Your exes are
Different
crazy.
people
Not
have
really,
different girl
though.
problems.
Not really though. Not that crazy. Would they do that?
They would.
I mean,
They would. His exes, they would.
They would?
They would.
no, but if they have the
Okay.
opportunity. They have okay. They don't say.
Yeah, that's it. They
Also
don't have
depends on how it ended. Like, did it end badly or not? Because I
No,
think
the ending wasn't even my fault. So.
No, bro, it's never.
But girls are all weird,
Never
right?
your
So
fault, bro.
okay, it's never happened to me, but I like one more. Just leave, bro.
So I'm
Almost in public. Because there's no way a girl just trash you in public like that.
Yeah.
You know, she's trying to keep a public image. Just stay there.
I mean,
you know what? Just go Instagram live.
just not
Yeah.
being attacked. But the thing is, you say, Woody, no, I feel like they would. I've seen situations like these girls doing stuff like that. Because you know the thing is, some girls, when the emotions hit them, they can do anything.
True.
That's why you see Johnny fighting in the streets, stuff like that, and getting at a major. So it could realistically happen. Let's say, especially if it's the case where this girl is crazy about you, like obsessive about you and stuff like that. And you know, when I chase us, I'm gonna win because you're still, that's my baby, that's my man.
I feel like that happens with girls you didn't date though,
Oh,
who are obsessive about you. It's
Okay.
like now we're talking stage.
Yeah.
Like those are the ones that low key afraid of, because those ones can just say things out of nowhere. Hey,
Out of
I
pocket.
talked to Prince last week. He told me to come to the crib. He didn't even say that.
But you know, I feel like this scenario
Yeah.
is like, if you flip it, right, like you're the guy and there's the girl, the girl, but then the ex is the girl's ex, the guy. I feel like that's more dangerous as a situation.
straight.
Yeah.
Because the
And
guys are
easy,
more likely to resort to like some violent
Yeah,
confrontation, like let me push you, whatever.
yeah,
Girls will try to make it verbal, like try to embarrass you in public, but a guy will try to like punch you or whatever.
And then as a dude, bro, even if he's bigger than you, you have to stay with him, and go down.
Nah.
What? What do you do?
You standing your ground?
Your girlfriend? No, as in you just have to stand your ground.
No.
As in you just have to defend yourself,
No,
dog.
defend what?
You're running
the
away.
guy is bigger than me, he can beat me. What ground are we standing on, bro? Be smart, bro. Like, bro, you went to school, you went to college, you went to an education, bro. You're not standing up to like that guy and like, nah, bro.
Don't, like, this is your girl.
I'm
This
finding
is
a
your
way
girl
out.
now.
I'm finding a way out.
And you're leaving her.
No, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're saying, bro. That's what we're saying, though. When I say you find a way, like, defend your girl.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I just hope you're not. It's like, I'm not my skin. But when the niggas are car, I'm my skin. Don't get me wrong. If you're with the homies, for those of us who remember, you probably run away. You'll probably find a way out of the situation. For those of us
Run
who
away from
remember.
your homies.
Yeah, I know. You're just dip.
Yes,
You're just dip.
But if you have like
Uh,
a guy who doesn't run, like he's a chubby guy, whatever, he's not gonna run around.
Almost about. Koma, if you know that all my homies are capable, you know, like,
That's like,
but you're with your girl. You feel me? You're with your girl. What's gonna happen, bro? You have to step up.
Yeah,
You just have
of
to
course,
defend
of
her,
course,
bro.
of course.
Whatever happens, happens.
Because you don't want anybody trashing your girl.
Exactly, bro.
Or trying to
Yeah.
say something bad. So
Yeah,
they not.
so,
crazy
but
search.
no matter
Crazy
what,
search.
me, hey, bro, I'll probably just try and play the chill approach as much as possible. Like again, as you guys said, communication.
This has happened to you. No, that's the thing about it.
but you know,
Indirectly.
the best medicine.
You know what I'm
Oh, you're talking about the guy thing, though.
Okay, now
Yeah,
that's
the guy
the guy
thing,
thing.
I have zero respect for stuff
Now it's-
like
now it's
that.
the guy thing.
You come at me like that, again, I'll give you grace for a bit. Komano, come on. You're a grown up. You're a grown up, man. Calm down. Komano, like, again, if I'm with my girl and we meet one of my crazy exes, you would.
I feel like it's even something for a guy. If you shouldn't know you have crazy exes,
Yeah.
I feel like that's something as well.
You have to be
It is.
prepared for
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
In a
come on,
way.
the girl has to know. The girl has to know.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's big because to make them go understand that this is the situation. Because if you're open with your girl like that, and if she's understanding, then she'll know what guys will really want to. Right? If she's just trying to start things,
now,
destroy
okay,
things.
now to, elaborate on your point. That means you're letting the girl know, right? Your girl beforehand, before any of this happened.
Beforehand.
So, are you now honest about the number of girls you've dated?
Honest
Yeah.
about the number of girls. It depends. It depends. It genuinely depends. I mean,
Honest.
I feel like Ninkan is already if you're a long term, if you really like this girl, you want to settle down with her. I mean, you're gonna be able to talk to each other. Komano. I know what you're trying to say with as a Valenkind. Sometimes girls don't want to be hearing, oh, this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that. So they don't want to hear that. Komano, communication is important. Communication is everything. We sing this song. People sing this song a lot. Komano, there's truth on it. So yeah, man. And yeah, so another scenario. X1. We know when Chibwezi Jano Jinata
I feel like this guy is asking us for advice.
Things
are going on in his life.
So move forward. People off camera know. Victor they go move forward. But continue.
I am logging in, and everybody knows that I am logging in. But I'm gonna say it go away. Anyway, yeah.
True.
So
that's true. It's not a lie.
Yeah,
you call him at 7, his phone is off. Weird. But
on this one, and this is, I think this will show that this isn't about me. This is from stuff I've seen. Your ex calls you out on social media. Let's say where's January, that's happening and then you did something, or she starts to expose specific things about you on social media. What do you do?
Okay, you gotta handle that one very delicately.
Right. How do you handle that?
Because now it depends on what she's putting out on social media, what she says. If it's private stuff between the two of you, now like, hey, you're gonna be too far. But if it's chilled stuff, I feel like if someone's trying to provoke you, it's always best to always see how they're trying to provoke you.
Yeah.
If it's something manageable, then you don't need to answer. Be like,
yeah. Sometimes.
But if it's now, now trying to trash your family, like, hey, you're going too far now.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you're going too far.
That is too far.
But if it's something, John, allow me that.
I feel like, because I feel like I said about Twitter, right? But Twitter people be starting a lot of beef.
Twitter's fine.
I like, you ask yourself,
And they're not even verified, so they're not getting checks.
Right, not getting checks, I said. So it's crazy. I also go the chill approach. But I said, you let me know. Because I feel like the more you talk about something, the more fuel you add to the fire. Right?
Exactly.
And people love drama, bro.
True.
People love to.
Because that's her now trying to just provoke you. It's like,
sometimes that's just her missing you, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's Victor gonna say?
So a wise man once said, social media is not a real place.
Straight. Social media is a real
So
place.
It's not like
you trash me.
yeah.
Be like,
It's fine.
Cool, man.
Just depends. If you know you're trying to go personal, then go around for rounds.
Around for round. Yeah. And okay. Now moving on to the non-football question of the week. So these are scenarios. But the non-football question of the week. Me and you have been debating on this one for a minute, I think. It's about food. We like food. I'm a foodie.
You're a foodie.
I love to feed my dog. We do. I love to eat. So, best pizza place in Malawi. These rules and put each other on game, right?
True. Yeah.
I'm not a big foodie guy, so
For real?
yeah, I'm not a foodie. Like if you
Interesting.
things that I eat, it's
Yeah.
just like simple stuff. Like I just eat simple things. I know how to cook. I can cook for people, but I'm a simple eater, so I don't really
You
like.
need to listen. That's not good.
Because I'm not a cook, but a foodie.
YouTube.
Come on, dog.
I don't know.
Great spend out. I think most people wouldn't call it. I wouldn't want to call it the best place, right? But for me,
Sure.
I would say it's one of my favorite spots. I would say it's one of my favorite spots to go with the guys. Usually go there with the guys, but yeah. So I would say it's a good spot.
Where is it though?
What is that? I've never heard of that.
Makalasi Road, right on the what's that thing? The roundabout by Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix side.
Phoenix side.
Yeah.
Never heard about it. Another day.
Yeah, actually, it's a very nice state spot when it comes to like the location. It's also on the road, yeah, but like when the space is big, they have a nice spot.
Cool.
Nice space.
you can definitely check it out if it is something nice. You can definitely.
Shit, you know, I'm not checking it out.
Some faith in yourself.
Hey, that's it.
Nah, I'm not doing
Lock
that.
in, bro. Lock in.
I'm not doing that. I'm locking in for the right reason.
This is the right reason.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's overrated. Who needs a relationship when you have NBA playoff basketball? Come on, bro. You know this. You know this,
So
bro.
got 2 a.m.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's life.
Oh,
That's
bro.
the adrenaline you get from like your team like
Winning.
winning.
Blow up.
Bro.
Us are beaters.
Buzzer beaters. Experienced
It's love.
3 nights ago, LeBron hitting the last
Oh,
buzzer beater.
And then it happened again.
Don't even.
I tune into all men's basketball coming soon. But okay, how about you? Best pizza place? Even though I feel like I know you.
Eddie B's, bro.
Eddie B's. Yeah. I would say Eddie B's.
Eddie B's is good. Like from the ones I've had, yeah. It hit the spot. I don't know if it was the day, but it just hit. It hit. Plus, it happened twice, so yeah, it's top place.
I feel you.
Recommend.
For you, boy. I mean, if the Bunias were still around, because it's like down to like childhood memories.
Yeah.
Now that's now another class. That's like top tier.
Yeah. But
For the ones we have,
I think for now I'm gonna have to go with the Guardians because I just really love their pizza, especially meat lovers.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I usually have takeaways. Like usually go buy, give.
Yeah.
In Panopa it's way more expensive. It's like probably 2 times the price it was a few weeks ago. But that's life. That's life in M Dubs.
I haven't had that one.
You know something about food as well. I think food is often attached to memories. So the
Yeah.
reason why I was saying Brisbane does because of the memories. But like I feel like you can have like pizza that was like mid, but because of the memory around you remember it's so nice. Like, it's like, oh, it's nice food. But then you can also have like imagine if you're having Eddie B's pizza and then the crazy X thing happens to you in that moment.
Yeah, you're not gonna rate the
You're not
pizza.
gonna rate that pizza.
Real.
I didn't enjoy that.
Yeah, so food is like attached to
Yeah, it really
memories.
has
sometimes,
memory
yeah.
attached to that. But yeah, guys. I hope your restaurants that were mentioned. I hope you pass advertising for
Yeah, that's the one. Moving on to the next question. Song of the week.
Yeah, man. What's your song of the week? What you been listening to? What's number one for you right now? No, I listen to a lot of Lady Gaga, but
You listen to that new, that's Abracadabra. Is that Abracadabra? That new.
What's your song of the week, bro?
my song of the week. So I've been listening to a lot. Shout out in the word of Jay. But number one right now, and this has probably been song of the month or song of the past 2 months because I played a lot. Crew by Goldlink. Goldlink and Brent Fayaz. I listen to a lot of Brent. Hey, bro.
Brent.
So my Crew is my favorite one because bro, the vocals, but now you just forgot it.
Probably.
The vocals,
An R&B guy?
yeah, love R&B. But I mix. You feel me? Playing R&B, then a lot of underground.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I mix. Then again, I'm gonna listen to some 80s music just cause it was in a scene of a movie I liked and it really hit hard. Like if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, majority of the songs in there, like I probably listen to them just cause they hit. You feel me? But yeah, man. But that's my song of the week, my dog. Next.
It's been 3 weeks, right? No, I don't know, 2, 3 weeks, no football, nothing.
2 weeks.
2. What y'all's been watching during the international break?
International break.
I've been watching a lot of stuff.
I don't know, I don't
Put us on, bro.
I've been experimenting a lot. There's this show that's the show that has like captured me for the last 2 weeks maybe. It's called House of David. It's like it's a movie about it's a series about David, the character in the Bible.
Wow.
Yeah, and the adaptation is really nice. It's by Amazon Prime, so it's like high budget, like big budget things. It's like I would say it's like if they keep on the trajectory of the storyline without pissing off Christians, right?
That's what it was.
Yeah,
we get pissed off easily.
Yeah, if they don't piss off Christians and just stick to the script that's in the Bible, I would say covering the story of David from start to end would probably be somewhere closer to like Big Bang Theory, Game of Thrones level of like lore. Yeah, I think it has that potential.
Definitely.
House of David. I just started the pitch. The series, The Pitch. It's a medical drama. Yes, like these guys did a shift for 7 hours straight, 8 hours straight. So every single hour is like captured in an episode. So it's nice.
That's some intelligent stuff.
Victor.
Okay, so for me, one thing about me is if I love a series, I'm probably gonna be rewatching it a lot. So I'm obvious. I mean, I watch How I Met Your Mother. I think almost every day when I'm eating, I'm usually watching it.
Yeah.
Koma, one thing that I'm watching like episodically like that, like in a continuation like that, is Dragon Ball. So this year I started watching back Dragon Ball because I was always like, you know what, let me go back to it. Like back in the day when I got fun. So I went back and I thought I was just watching Dragon Ball because I was like, you know, I've watched Z so many times.
Yeah.
But I'm watching Z now. Like I've started watching Z now. And guys, it's never been a kid's show. I didn't have this.
Yeah.
And I kind of get scared watching watching shows that we loved as kids.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know if I'll hate it. Or I don't know if I'll be so too old.
To get
just
it
be
now.
innocent enough to just watch it like that. You know.
I feel, you know what, that's why I would never watch Samurai Jack again.
Really.
Because I feel like what I say, I love this so much. It's such a big part of me.
Yeah.
That if I go back to it and not like this certain thing, it'll sort of ruin the vibe for me. So I let it be. You know, this is in my happy.
It's perfect to right there, leave it.
But there are a few which you can always go back to. Like
It's perfect from start to end.
I'll put Dragon Ball in the same as well. You could always go back to it just because it's never been a kid's show.
Yeah.
Like from when I watched it as a kid and when I watch it now,
It's never been a
it's
kid's show.
never been a kid show. If you know, you know, bro. For those of us that remember stealing that one. How about you, man? What are you watching? She making you watch reality shows? Because she watches a lot of reality shows.
Watching Love Island.
Keeping up with the Kardashians, the bots.
Oh, it's just Kardashians now.
It's just Kardashians now. He probably knew that.
I used to watch the old one though.
Oh, Keeping Up.
Yeah, Keeping Up was lit.
Actually,
Because my character was just seeing Scott. Scott was
Yeah,
the guy.
For me, it was Tiger.
Okay, yeah.
I was watching it, made by my seat Tiger.
Even Kanye in the Keeping Up was cool. For me, it was cool.
It was funny.
It was funny. You get? But me, what am I watching? Gotham. Watching Gotham. I never watched it.
How about you?
Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on season 3
Classic.
now.
That's
Classic.
classic.
How I Met Your Mother. Always watch that.
Yeah, classic.
Always. I'm watching DBZ too. I'm good at this. Really slow, but yeah, watching that too. I came across
Because Roman is tribal chief.
Daddy over there. Cross, yeah. Starting that probably next week or something. But yeah, International Breaks allows us just to okay. Like I finally got to watch Mufasa. Because if this international break didn't have, I wasn't gonna watch that.
I know, I get
Because
you.
now I have time.
My sister.
I haven't watched a movie in like maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
You
now.
see?
Like, it's been a minute since I tried watching Gladiator, the new one.
The new one.
Bro,
It was terrible.
I couldn't go through it.
I was afraid of that as well.
Couldn't
Because the thing is, bro, okay, I believe in that, bro. Leave some things in the past.
Yeah, leave some
Like
things
you
in the
guys heard about Megamind, right?
Yeah,
How they made it too.
Megamind.
Everybody
True
hated
is
it. It was
garbage.
disgusting.
Eesh.
In fact, Shrek, I'm even afraid of it.
Shrek, actually,
I'm
funny
afraid.
thing is, I saw some TikTok, some guy was like, so the trailer came out, right?
Yeah.
And then some guy was like, okay, from the trailer, I think I can tell exactly what will happen in Shrek. Like, so they were like, oh, so there's this daughter that, you know, like is rebellious, whatever. They're like, oh, the daughter's gonna run away, go to another place, do something, and then Shrek is just gonna be like, oh, I have to go find my daughter. And then the whole movie is just gonna be him on that adventure of finding the daughter. And then he's gonna find the daughter, and then once they get there, something adventurous or hectic will happen, and then the daughter comes to realization, oh, maybe I should go back home and be with my dad, and then the dad will come to my vision, oh, my daughter's no longer 12 and a kid, let her be free, and then that's gonna be the end of the movie. They're gonna sing some songs at the end. So it's like
Shrek classic, baby. But it makes sense because we've seen that play out in a number of movies.
Yeah.
That exact format. So yeah, man. I leave some things in the past. We didn't need to get a Kung Fu Panda 4. Kung Fu Panda 3 was perfect.
Yeah.
That trilogy was amazing.
Exactly. See, they just ruined certain things.
I still don't know why like these guys keep on trying to remake good movies. Like Harry Potter. Why are you trying to make a series from Harry Potter? Like why?
Perfect.
Lord of the Rings. Why? Those are perfect movies, perfect
Let them
things.
be
Let
there.
them be.
Let them
Go
be.
and make a Power Rangers has been sitting there for decades.
Go fix them.
Power Rangers are some of the best storylines and stories. They're some of the worst series in production ever. Go and remake those things. Yeah. Go and remake. Okay, it's fun. It's not fun, but you as a kid, you're not thinking about CGI.
Yeah, you're not
Like,
thinking about what are these guys actually doing each other.
I tried watching an episode of Samurai. Bro, I say, you wanna is it Isidore? You know? Like,
And the thing is, the collision, then you see the sparks, and then
and
the
you
Power Rangers. That's
and
it.
the funny thing is, the thing about it, you get lost in the. As a kid, you don't really think
you
about
don't
the
care
impact.
about that.
Because think about it, like the Megazords, right? They fight in the town. They
and that's the
hit
worst
some
part of it.
buildings and whatnot. And then Mama like it's just like everybody's going back to normal. That's like the thing that happened at the end of like the whole thing that we're doing in Captain America 3 with the civil courts.
The courts, yeah.
Could they destroyed an entire city and they had to pay the price for it?
Yeah.
That happens in Power Rangers every single series. Sorry, every single.
Okay, now back to the football with the football question of the week. So this one's a big one. If you could change any result from your club's past, any in the history, what would it be? Musim dah jadi fan. Kamu musim dah last no kuchapa ni.
One that I'll change.
Change, dog.
I'm torn. One.
As
There are lots. There's the FA Cup final. I'll change that one.
Beautiful.
There's us losing to Man U. UCL why not change that too?
The UCL.
Yeah.
Slip legendary.
In the slip. Yeah. But I'll change the Arsenal one.
Yeah, not the.
I'll change the Arsenal.
I would think the Barcelona game in 20.
Oh, the disgrace.
Oh, yeah, I
the
forgot about
disgrace.
that one too.
Yeah, the disgrace. But
There are a lot. There's the 6 we got at the Etihad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, I think I'll change that one.
Yeah,
Because the referee was just bad.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
if you
it's
go
terrible.
through, if you go through in that game, I think you probably beat Manchester United in the final.
Exactly. So yeah, that one. There are a lot of them. Let me go same time.
How about my fellow Guna? A lot of PTSD on our side.
I feel like
Champions League final.
you know, it's crazy. He has like things that he would say like this game I would change that one, the Barcelona game, the losing game. But I feel like for Arsenal fans, I feel like it should just be one. That's the only one that I feel like if you change that, the trajectory of the team over the next 10 years, it just changes. It's the final against Barcelona in 2004. That one. If you change that final, like the results, and you just keep it at 1-0, and actually if you don't, just change the red card. If Ocean doesn't get red carded, then
we win the game.
we win the game. Arsenal has the Champions League in 04
You guys
before
still
Chelsea,
make it.
before
Down Jones.
everyone else, and the trajectory of the club just changes. Thierry Henry doesn't have to leave. Vieira doesn't have to leave. Then we get this guy.
become even more attractive.
We probably win a couple more Champions League, Premier Leagues. So yeah, I think the trajectory changes. There's another one though that I feel like in 2013 maybe or 14. We went to the Camp Nou. It was by Arsenal versus Barcelona in the quarterfinals. First leg at the Emirates, we won 2-1. We went to Camp Nou. The down red card to Van Persie. You know, it's crazy. I was thinking about it this morning when you sent me the script, and then I saw I was like, remembering this is when it's happened to us like 5 times where Trossard kicked the ball, red card, and then Rice does it, red card as well.
They don't like us. They don't like us.
Yeah, but that I think that result, because I feel like if that doesn't happen, if we go through from Barcelona in that game in 2013, he had a good enough team, like attacking wise, to go all the way and maybe make another final. Maybe they wouldn't have won it against Madrid or something like that. But I feel like he would have made another final, and that changes the legacy.
It does. It changes the legacy.
Yeah, Wenger. He could have got it to 2 finals instead of 1. So I think but the Champions League game.
So the obvious one.
Baku.
The obvious one is Maroon Boys. I mean that one is up there for real. Come on,
crazy,
since I want to pick something different.
I was studying our
I'm
director.
gonna go for a recent one.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And in fact, there are 2. You know, there's that one, but there are 2. Last season,
Aston Villa.
knock on Aston Villa. We bury those guys and
Yeah.
we probably
If we win that game, we win the title.
I go back 1 season before that. At Anfield, we don't lose that, or that pass works out. That last minute pass.
That last minute pass from my.
We win 3-2,
bro.
from Bordeaux. We win 3-2. We win the league right there. There's nothing ever about Arsenal Bordeaux a title because we win it in our first try.
Yeah.
I will change one of those two.
Same season, you could even say we hold the lead against West Ham. When we go 2-1 up, 2-0 up at halftime. If we hold that lead, we probably win the league.
Definitely win the league. And you know the funny thing is that game was straight after that one. I feel like the mental game.
Yeah, because we got off Anfield, draw, and then
we do the same
against West, and then we go 2-0 down against Southampton at home. Yeah, and then we draw 3-3, I think.
Just a win between the Anfield game and the West Ham game, that doesn't we win every single game, we bury Southampton. And then we win the league. Even if we go to the Etihad and hold we still win the league. You feel me? So I will change that one. Alright guys. Another thing now. What's that one FIFA result? I mean, y'all play FIFA, right?
Yeah,
everybody here plays FIFA. When y'all people at home, you put in the comment section, what's that one FIFA result that it never goes. Come on, buy 1 million. What's that one FIFA result? We'll start with the guy who always loses in FIFA.
What?
Yeah.
You tell it, you mean always lose. Well, for me, the turning point was when I got clapped 14-0.
14?
I was a 10. I was
bro,
like, okay, I need to step up. I was like, I think I was.
How do you even let it get to 14?
You were 12. I mean, okay, some points there because you were 12. Come on, no. Hey, bro.
Wait, how old was the opponent?
It was like 7 years older than me.
Okay, bro. Because
I had gone to his crib.
We'll forgive you for that.
Shame on your age, bro.
But yeah, that's the one.
I know, shame on him. JJ,
yeah. 14, bro. Nah, you know. 14,
so
have some self-respect. Turn off
the
whole thing.
Nah, the thing with JT, yeah, just turn up. The thing with JT, he just keeps the ball. You could lose 1-0, and at the end of the game, your position would be like 10%. That's him. Just keeps the ball 90% of the time.
True.
Just score once. Just does that. Yeah, but most recent. Most recent one.
Bro, come on. That was a given you.
We give each other those.
No, but I give you way more than you give.
I also don't take them because you're a clown. Don't take them seriously.
Ouch.
You're a clown. I'm trying to think. That has to be the one.
That has to be the one.
Well, that one that I lost at church against that kid. He took Dortmund. That was 3-1. Yeah. If it's most recent, that's
come on, man. Cool. My guy.
Not a heavy defeat guy. I don't think I've ever lost any FIFA game by like 5. Nah, you're not smacking me for 5. Once it gets to 3, right? And this is not even me me trying to like turn off the control or just forfeit the game. Nah. Once it gets to like 3 in the second half, I know this game is lost. I'm just gonna park the bus. I'm keeping the ball, I'm parking the bus, I'm just keeping it, right? And the game is gonna end like a 4-0, 3-0, 3-0, whatever. But I'm not taking a heavy defeat. But I think if there was one result I would change, I remember this one time we had a tournament with the guys. It was a league, so it's like maybe 5 guys, 6 guys playing the league, whatever. First leg, second leg. We did the whole night, so it's like all night. And then the league was tight, and then it has to go to the final game. I was winning 1-0. I don't know why my mind slipped. The goal kick. Just like I'm like you know what? You get to that point in the game, it's like 70. You're like, let me just kick it long. My mind was like, let me play it out. I pass the ball down, go straight to the opponent. They scores 1-1. All of a sudden, 2-1. I lose, and then I lose the league by like 1 point.
Hey,
yeah,
nice. What was that though? Like how far back?
18, 19 maybe. 18, 19. Yeah, it's just fun times playing FIFA that time. But yeah.
All right.
What's your result?
You know what?
2 minutes.
There's the one that cost me my hair last year, but that was my brother and that's not even a rivalry between me and him. It's a Philadelphia Celtics situation. It's not even a rivalry. They just beat us. But it's not that one. So we had this tournament at church. Right? We had this tournament. This is 2021, I think. He was there as well. We had become tight by then as well. So what happened was, there's this friend of mine, shout out Benji. Him and me were talking about it like beforehand, before the tournament. They were like, "Nah, me and you gonna play a jam. We definitely have to." And then, lucky enough, this was weird. The first draw, like a first round, the first game I played was against him. El Clasico, me, Real, him, Jam, Barcelona. So I'm like, you know what? I've never played this guy. I wasn't even great at FIFA, but I was up for the challenge. Now I was up for the challenge. And bro, the game started 1-0, I'm winning 2-0. I'm like, you know what? It's long, this is done.
Yeah.
And then about to finish it off with a 3-0, I hit the post. About to score the 3-0, I hit the post again. And then somehow this guy got his two back. Okay. We go to extra time, I get the chance to wipe him out and finish it. And then he saves it with the keeper. Then he gets a chance, he buries me. I'm like, cool. So, funny enough, that's not the most embarrassing result. But after that, so there were like two stations. There was the station where the tournament is happening, and there was the station where everybody can be playing freestyle. Yeah. So I was like, cool. You know, me and you, we definitely deserve a rematch. This was a good match.
Yeah.
I bottled it, cool, but we deserved a rematch. So we go to the other station. So to this event, this youth fest, I had invited a chick on a low key.
No, I remember.
I knew it was nothing to do with the chick.
On a low key, no, I wish it just to go off the chick. On a low key, on a low key dating, you know, we had met just like a few days ago, same place as well. I told her to come back through, and you know, she was a potential. There was a potential at the time. Good looking hun, probably out of my league at the time. But you know, she was feeling the boy. So I told her, Tata, come through. So she came to watch, she watched me game. Because the whole time I wasn't hanging out with her, I was gaming.
I feel like I know the only person that would go on a date at church with this guy. So yeah.
But for those of us that remember. So go there, I start gaming with Benji. So other girls who were like friends with me and they probably thought the boy was cute. They were there to watch as well. You feel me? And the other homies were there to watch as well. This is a big game to rematch from Jack. The tie that just happened. Cool. We stop playing. Ta. He scores first. Cool. I score back. Everybody starts celebrating. And then so you know me in FIFA, like I like to let my opponents have it. So I'm making the most over the girls, like yeah. With other I'd be like yeah. And the homies are like hey, bro. For his goal, everybody was quiet. Nobody talked, but then everybody celebrating. I'm like yeah. And then I look beside her, I see him, and he has this look. Benji, you know this. You have this look you make. He looked at me. He smiled. He did this little evil laugh.
He looked in.
And he nodded. The game ended 4-1. It was distraction. Like from there, it was goal after goal after goal. I'm like, and over the whole crowd is quiet. The Z, Sinangam as you know, the hero, the baby boy is getting slaughtered after y'all cheered him on. Things did not work out with the girls one. That was probably the reason. Benji, you owe me one.
Double loss.
Oh, bro. So that one sticks with me. Don't get me wrong. I've had my revenge against Benji. For those of us that remember. But that one can't beat that one, bro. Cannot beat that one. So that's that one FIFA game for me. More of the story, Mama Mia FIFA.
Don't play with the honeys.
Don't bring honeys, bro. Go alone. But Benji, you know where to find me. Time, place, I'm ready now, I'm goated, I take names. Best FIFA player in Malawi. Oh yeah, and shout out Gamers Planet, because you know that's the place where I would like to play Benjamin. Shout out Gamers Planet, you guys.
This summer,
that's it. But also there's another one as well. Well, this one isn't because it happened like with gamers for Mazan. It's even on TikTok. Like shout out Mazan. His songs like I don't really vibe to love songs like that, but his love songs are like really dope. He even did the residuals thing.
I mean, you have to relate to those things.
Exactly. So come on, we understand. We understand.
Anyway, but yeah, shout out Mazan. So yeah. Recently, it's also an issue. Lawrence, he also like runs Gamers Planet. It's on his TikTok. Shout out Lawrence.
Yeah.
Bro, homie clapped me 6-0. Ultra warning.
Eish, bro.
And I was like,
what a day! What a day!
I was shocked, bro. I was like,
Bro, you
I
could
was shocked.
just crash out and don't let them post it, you know?
Nah, but I know, we want that up there because my guy, Masani, I want a rematch. I want to rematch the time and place. You tell me.
If I clap a friend 6-0, I'm never playing it again. I'm holding it over.
Smart. That's smart. But yeah. Anyway, after the next segment,
This or that.
So, this or that. Prime money or more Salah?
I feel like once you have to mention that some guy is a prime money or to describe a certain player, I feel like you already lost the battle.
No.
There's another one.
Just that version.
Yeah, just this version of him. I feel like Salah. Bro,
Salah still?
Salah's just
Consistent.
yes.
No, but put consistency out of the window. Let's put that season, that version of him.
Okay, but
who would you rather have in your team right now?
But prime money, if you look at prime money, it could be 2 seasons. It could be the season that he finished third in Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Right?
And the season they won the league. I think.
Yeah, or the season he won the Golden Boot. But he shared the Golden Boot with Salah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's like his prime is just like another season for Salah. Right? And then the Ballon d'Or thing, obviously he won AFCON, so that you have to give him something. But I still think Salah is a much better player. Has been it consistently and at prime, because Salah holds so many prime records in the Premier League. Most goals in a single case. It was Haaland broke it, but like he held it for
a minute.
Yeah, so yeah.
No, I feel that you too, you share that sentiment as well.
Yeah, I do Salah.
You think money?
It's a sticky one for me, bro. I don't know.
But I would understand if you pick money. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I already hate that.
Okay, but no Salah just cause, bro. Salah just feels like him, bro.
Yeah.
Again, I hate to be glazing the player from the team that's taking the Premier League title away from us, but it's Salah, bro.
Yeah.
It's Salah. The only reason, like, I'm not outright calling my Bukayo Saka the best right winger in the league is because it's Salah. You feel me? And it doesn't make sense because when Salah was in his early 20s, bro, was a clown, bro. That shows me what in my life I still have hope. Not in football, but in other regions.
Yeah, but Salah is about to win one without money.
Exactly.
You know, so Mane left and he didn't really achieve too much. He's playing in Saudi now, but Salah won the chance. He's about to win the Premier League without money.
Still hitting.
Yeah, still hitting prime.
Nah, it's still him, bro. The whole front three changed, bro. But Salah is still him.
Yeah.
Again, bro, if he wins the league, he's the big reason I'm saying Liverpool winning it.
Yeah.
He holds a big part in that. Take him out of the equation, put another player.
Yeah, so yeah.
Hansi Flick's Bayern. You remember by lockdown Bayern.
6 trophies.
Yeah.
Chokehold Bayern
Chocolate man.
versus the Centurions. David Silva and them were there. Aguero being Aguero. Kevin De Bruyne being Kevin De Bruyne.
I think that's a close one. It's a really close one. But I think the Centurions are one of the greatest teams ever. Like, there's a version of Bayern that's better than Flick's Bayern, right?
True.
But there's no better. There's maybe 2 versions of a Premier League team than the Invincibles, but Arsenal and maybe Fergie's '98 team, right? Or maybe his 2018, 17 that did the double, that one back to back. Only those 2 teams are better than the Centurions, or maybe you could even say the Centurions. Yeah, Centurions could even be picked as better than those teams, right? So I think the Centurions are better than Flick's team. Flick's team was nice. Centurions, if the Centurions won the UCL, it would have been so much better. But yeah, Centurions are better.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like as much as it hurts me because I despise everything. Those guys just make me ill, but I think I must say the same. Because don't get me wrong, the Flick's team, everybody was crazy. Like, it wasn't just Lewandowski being Lewandowski. Thomas Muller was also on one.
Yeah.
You feel me? You know, Alphonso Davies, like one of my favorite defenders, Alaba. Like, that team was just so, ooh la la. Romano, I agree with you guys. The Centurions were just killer, bro.
Yeah.
They were perfect. Let's be
Centurions were
straight.
perfect.
They were
Defensively, offensively, the midfield, pressing, high press, low press,
They
passing
bodied
the
the
ball,
Premier League.
possession-wise. They're just so complete.
Nobody has ever done. I mean, Liverpool came close, but nobody has ever done that. So.
Yeah. That's my answer. Greatest EPL team for me. Debatable, but yeah, up there. up there.
Yeah.
Everything just clicked.
I think it's between the Centurions, then Invincibles, one of Fergie's teams between 98 and 2018, or maybe even Mourinho's Chelsea.
Yeah, Mourinho's Chelsea is that.
the
Yeah.
15
the 15 goals.
Prime Gareth Bale or this current Rafinha?
Bro, this is so disrespectful. This is so disrespectful, bro.
You know, some people will be tempted. Some people will be tempted.
Actually, you should flip it. Prime Rafinha, which is what we're experiencing right now, and Bale. Because Bale was so good for so long, you know. So I feel like
The transition, man, from left back to
left back to a winner.
you know, that performance at the San Siro, the Inter Milan game.
The thing is, Madrid fans don't do him justice. And I get it, that's spoiled.
Yeah, that's
spoiled. You feel me? Comano and Gareth Bale in clubs like Manchester United. They would never forget.
I mean, look at the moments, bro. Like the UCL final against Liverpool, the Copa del Rey final against Barcelona, where he
even
pushed the ball and outran by running off the pitch and then onto the pitch.
Even La Decima as well.
It was clutch. You see?
So I think it's Bale, longevity, consistency, peak, everything. The only thing Rafinha will have over him is maybe a Ballon d'Or top 3 finish. I feel like that's where Rafinha is at right now. He's probably a top 3 Ballon d'Or finish. That's where he'll have him. But that's kind of like Benzema's Ballon d'Or. It's the only thing he has, but everyone else has so many things on them. Like you look at Suarez, Lewandowski, they have all the goal records, all the top goal scorers and European golden shoes and all that stuff. Messi just has the Ballon d'Or, and it's Modric as well with the comparison with Iniesta and Xavi. They have everything, but he has that one thing, and people try to use that one thing as the only thing, which isn't enough.
Shout out to defense.
But Bale.
Bro, it's an obvious one. I'm sorry, Barca fans, but it's always Bale. Come on.
Next, LeBron or MJ?
It's not obvious as well.
It's not obvious to everyone. It's not. Oh, you know how many people.
You know, because I'm not into basketball.
Nah, but this is universal. You can still answer it because it's universal. It's really like it's out there. Everybody talks about it. But I'm buying you.
Yeah, it's LeBron, bro. LeBron, everything.
Over MJ.
Over MJ, bro.
The way you be posting Stephen A. Smith,
bro,
he would crash out at this.
Yeah, he would, but he's wrong. And okay, the thing is that MJ and LeBron, the debate has been so. It's the goalposts always shift, right?
They do, yeah.
At one point, it was like, oh, LeBron doesn't win enough. He started winning. And then, points. He passed MJ in points. Oh, this, oh, that. Every time there's like thing thrown at LeBron, he passes MJ in those things. So it's like, okay, another thing is, would you rather, what do you think it's a great achievement reaching a final of something, right? So LeBron went to 10 finals in the NBA, right? Magic Jordan only went to 6 and he won 6 straight. What does that tell you? It means that LeBron has played 22 years now, and it means that for 10 of those years he went to the finals. MJ played 15 seasons and 6 of them he went to the finals. What does that mean? For the other 9 seasons he wasn't even past the first round. So it's like MJ
for the MJ, Air Jordan.
LeBron or
the vibe. His airness.
Shoes don't matter.
How dare you?
Shoes don't matter.
Well,
I don't even know, bro.
From what you hear, I'm trying to get you into basketball. They told me you should be an OKC fan. He doesn't want to. But he knows that. No,
you should pick up the Hornets, bro. The Hornets are the best team in the NBA. Hornets, bro. The Hornets.
I don't know. I feel like he's trying to.
Nah, bro. They have this.
I don't know. MJ. I don't know.
Have you heard of LeVar Ball? They have a son.
LaMelo. Bro,
Melo don't miss, bro.
Best basketball player right now, bro. Hornets. Just pick them up.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll just say MJ because I love Jordans.
That's a smart pick. That's an educated pick. It's my turn, right? LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron, bro.
It's LeBron James, bro.
The man on the Lakers.
Okay, you know what? The MJ, I also say, okay. You know, I wasn't around during the MJ time, so
so it's hard because
go like that. But LeBron, I have seen him. I've seen LeBron.
I watched LeBron. I love him.
And the thing is, with LeBron is, again, you look at the battles this guy has been in. You look at how seasoned this guy is. You look at how good he is now. You look at this guy has been in situations where his team is trash.
Yeah.
But he took the bro, all 7, bro.
All 7.
All 7.
Yeah, the all 7.
It's like, what can I say?
No one even remembers.
It's like
the other guys that were on that team.
it's like Cole Palmer taking Chelsea to the Champions League final.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Yeah, that's what it's
You
like.
feel me? So for me, LeBron, bro. I'll never disrespect Michael Jordan. Again, Jordan is Jordan. Commander, for me, I'll always say LeBron is number 1, bro.
Yeah.
The things like greatness has done is just
Yeah, and the competition as well.
LeBron James. The way people glaze this guy is the same way I be glazing Roman Reigns, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
OTC.
You should have had a Roman Reigns or someone in there.
Roman Reigns and John Cena.
The
Roman Reigns and John
most
Cena.
overrated wrestler of all time, Roman Reigns. Overrated.
Blasphemy.
Bro,
You're
this guy
blasphemous.
has such a fake run in the WWE. They had to bring back. He couldn't make superstars. They had to bring back John Cena just to give him something. They had to bring back whoever it was. They had to bring back The Rock. They had to bring back so many people. Tried just to help him to just uplift him.
You're disrespecting our tribal chief, man.
Bro, Roman Reigns it. Most overrated. So he was the best guy in the worst. He's Bruno Fernandes. He was the best guy in the worst era of wrestling.
Roman Reigns saved wrestling.
He didn't. He actually, I could say he killed it because the amount of careers that were wasted during his prime, during the time that he was dominating. Like, okay, you look at John Cena, the time that John Cena was in his prime, though Shawn Michaels was still okay, like, because he was older, but he was still doing okay. Randy Orton was in his prime, during John Cena's prime. Edge, Batista, so many people made careers during John Cena's reign, during Randy Orton's reign, during The Undertaker, during Triple H. Who has been okay or good enough, like, who's been a superstar during Roman Reigns? No, that was just like Linsanity runs for like 2 months, 3 months to a pay-per-view, and then he falls off. He even he's failed to help the Usos develop into anything.
They main evented WrestleMania. That's a big deal. That's like being in the Super Bowl.
Worst WrestleMania ever. What? Look at Jay. Is it Jay that won the Royal Rumble? Mr. Heat. Look at him. He won it. People were calling it the worst Royal Rumble ever.
No, that's because, the internet issue. The fans on the internet and the fans in stadiums are 2 different things.
Bro, the fans in the stadiums, if you told them that Jay is main eventing, no one will go and watch that. No one will watch that. Bro.
You just is out and go WrestleMania.
Nah, G.
We have to tell you
I even feel
WrestleMania.
bad for water. I even feel bad for water.
So you're going John Cena? You're going John Cena?
John Cena is the GOAT.
He is the GOAT, and again,
Roman Reigns
doesn't
even touch top 15 wrestlers of all time. Maybe even 20.
I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. I can't do it. I'm not taking all this disrespect, my tribal chief. I acknowledge you.
I respect his points, but overrated.
I acknowledge my
He is overrated, bro. Like, okay, think about
I feel the Roman before he became the tribal chief. Before this character. Before that, like 2017, I feel like Vince was trying to push him as a star too much. Like you'd see his match, he'd always get booed. He was trying to put him in WrestleMania.
Him being a villain was the best thing they could have done.
Yeah, like
because
Vince was trying to make
the reason how you're gonna be great is because people like Ina Maruba are gonna hate you.
But I don't hate him enough to go and watch him. That's the thing, yeah. If I was in that position, I probably wouldn't go. I wouldn't pay money to watch a Roman Reigns match. Because he has bad matches.
My tribal chief.
Okay, during the time that he's dominated for like 6 years, how many classic matches has he had? Just remove that one demolition match with Cody why was it legend? Why was the match with Cody good?
Okay, not the cameo one.
Because of the cameo.
Not the cameo, the one before.
The WrestleMania one.
It was a really good match.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was just the ending just shocked everybody.
It wasn't a good match.
All things wrestling is coming to your screens.
It wasn't a good match.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't.
See, it seems like we have a hate.
Bro, he only had like one legendary match that if like 20 years from now they're doing that WWE classic matches, whatever. It's only the Brock Lesnar. That's the one, the demolition one where they crashed everything outside the ring. Sorry. So that's the only one that he has. The only iconic moment in his thing. Everything else is shared with other people.
Blasphemy. But because you're an Arsenal fan, I'm gonna respect your take. Even though because you're a Laker fan, it does bring a little bit like but I feel you. Okay, Marvel or DC?
Is that a question or an answer?
I'll start DC. But I'm not going off performance. You guys are looking at performance off of movies, the amount of money these guys are making. Cool. I get that. Marvel runs. I love Marvel as well. The only reason I'm DC is because I feel like they're heroes on paper, like comic book heroes. DC run the show, bro. Like straight.
Yeah.
You feel me? Nobody. When it came to like the comic book era, nobody cared about the Avengers as much as everybody cares about the Justice League back then.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Marvel have completely destroyed DC when it comes to box office. Even before they got bought by Disney.
Yeah.
Because Banova with Disney is not even a contest. Like,
Yeah.
DC can go argue when I was in Amazon and run.
Yeah.
And Amazon are doing a great job, so I can't really fault them. But yeah, you guys.
Marvel. No need to explain. One good answer, man.
I feel like it's Marvel as well, but I think if DC are failing right now to seize an opportunity, because I feel like Marvel have gotten their fans so mad over the last maybe 4 years since Endgame. The movies that they put out, some of the series, the Motivist stuff has been really, like bad to mediocre. Janjani, Brave New World has been like,
I need to watch it.
Yeah, but
We're
like
waiting for
the movies haven't been like really good.
Yeah, no, you're
the
right.
stuff hasn't been good. The storyline hasn't been inconsistent and stuff. So I feel like if someone were to come to me and say, "Oh, DC is better because of this that I've done after Endgame," I'll be like, "I can hear that." But overall, it's Marvel. Yeah, it's Marvel. It's Marvel.
I get you. Marvel, I feel like DC have also missed that opportunity because now with what Marvel are doing to Doomsday, I know you're not looking forward to that, but I think we can kind of nostalgia because I've always wanted to see the X-Men done right.
It's a little too late, though.
I know it's a little too, but just one last time. I want to see if they fail, it's gonna be a big catastrophe. Let's not lie to each other.
Yeah,
but if they hit it right, if they actually do it right, think about it.
Yeah, the thing about that movie is gonna be like this. They have. We're looking at somewhere close to 25 A-list guys, right? We have like 25 A-list guys that demand A-list minutes in a movie, right? Are you really going to like be okay with Patrick Stewart just having like 5 minutes of conversation, right? And then Ian McKellen has like 10 minutes, and then
that's the goal.
Robert Downey Jr. is like playing two roles. A dead one and a new one. It's like I feel like I'm not that excited because I feel like they're just plugging at nostalgia. They know we love Ian McKellen. We've always wanted X-Men
like
to be
the code, bro.
we've always wanted these two universes to collide and all that stuff.
Done right. Yeah, man. Celtics or Lakers.
Watch me stay quiet for this whole segment.
Nah, bro, like Lakers, bro. It's the Lakers. Bigger franchise, better marketability, better legends, better basketball.
Not the champions.
More iconic basketball. Bro, the Celtics' biggest thing was like they won. How many rings does Bill Russell have? 11?
Bill Russell,
right?
Bill Russell never beat that.
Yeah, Bill Russell has 11
black.
rings, and he won 11 rings in 13, 14 seasons. So in 14 years, you won with him. You guys have had like major droughts for like years and years. Lakers have never gone more than what? So the longest gap without a championship was between Kobe's and the 2010s. The 2020s bubble ring. So,
You wanna hear a secret?
we always win things.
You wanna hear a secret?
What?
I almost became a Lakers fan. I was this close because growing up, Kobe was the guy.
Yeah.
Loved Kobe, bro. Like Kobe is that guy who I look up to in terms of life. Mamba mentality, Johnny. It was Kobe. So I was a little tempted to go and support the Lakers when I started watching basketball for real.
What changed? What changed? Really good.
I don't know. I just felt my heart just felt naturally drawn to the Celtics. This is natural. I don't know if it's because of the drought and relatability with my Arsenal. Where like the
Related with your love life too. Yeah, you see? Droughts. Yeah, we understand.
Jason Tatum is dating Ella, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, but I fell in love with the Celtics, bro. Fell in love with Celtics basketball. And don't get me wrong, we experienced a lot of mediocrity. But I was part of it. I'm still an Arsenal fan. We experienced a lot of mediocrity. So yeah, man. Cool. I even have a Lakers jersey, which I was forced to wear until it was the truth. It was never gonna burn, but just Kobe. Because the one thing I love about the Lakers, Kobe.
So you agree that Lakers are a better franchise?
No, I'm a Celtics fan. Y'all suck.
No, you can be a fan.
We have more titles.
Huh?
We have more titles.
Just bro,
Go on.
if the gap was 5 titles, it would be like, yeah, but it's just one. It's just one title.
It'll be more.
Cool.
Don't
We
worry.
have more.
You're going nowhere. You're going nowhere. It'll be more. The dynasty is just begun.
Luka, bro. Luka's gonna give us like 4.
Go ask PTSD about the Celtics, bro. Go ask
He
him.
played the Luka who's injured,
Yeah,
and Kyrie had like a bad series in that time, so you know. Bro,
Let's
this
Ky- let's
time it'll
Kyrie
be,
against the Celtics.
you guys are gonna get hit with the white magic.
I have no answer for this question. I'm just here gaining knowledge, guys. They're trying to put me on.
Never mind. Yeah, but see you in the finals.
Yeah, see you in the finals. Hopefully you get there.
You should say that about yourself.
Nah, bro, we're fine in the West. No, I take that back.
Yeah.
I take that back.
Yeah, makes
take that
sense.
back. It's
The
like,
West is stacked, bro. The East, I can say we're fine in the East. The West is stacked, bro. But we digress. For you, because you look lost. I mean, you're usually always lost. Like Chelsea, they lost against us.
You know I'm not a basketball guy, so I'm just listening. I'm
So,
just listening.
what do you do aside
what
from
sport do you follow?
What are the sports?
So he's gonna say something so dumb like hugging my girlfriend. This guy is so corny.
Dude,
So corny. That's funny. No. You say stuff like that all the time. Like I'm like, bro, catch the bottle. You're like, nah, you know the only things I'll be catching is my girl. So we get it. You have a girlfriend, Jabu, you know.
It's facts.
It's dumb.
I don't understand how that's
It's
corny
dumb.
when it's the truth. You see what the ones with loves go for. How is that dumb? You can't
dumb.
understand.
Exactly.
You see?
understand.
You can't understand.
So corny.
You can't understand. It's like how you listen to Drake and he sings love songs. You can't relate to those. R&B.
That's a song I want to relate to. You feel me? That's a song I want to relate to. But yeah. Otherwise, let's step into the predictions. Big Milan Derby coming up this week.
Rangers gonna win.
It's too
And Najal Felix has
it's too
that's
easy.
too easy.
Going with my heart, as usual.
AC.
Just for the culture, I'm going AC.
Yeah.
But
I would
realistically.
love that too, but
Yeah,
I'm an AC guy.
Me too.
Oh,
I'm an
wow.
AC guy.
I'm an AC,
But
AC
Inter.
people. Bro,
Inter.
Arsenal, AC, Barcelona. That's
Arsenal, AC, ATM. No, the ATM thing was just because of Suarez. Because like when Suarez left Barcelona like that, because Suarez is one of my favorite ever players. I was like, we together, dog.
They are
So-
playing Barcelona too.
ATM, Barcelona.
Smash them.
Please.
But yeah, you guys didn't tell me the scorelines. They're Inter and Luton in the AC.
I was say something like
4-1.
1. I was gonna go 3-0.
I feel the score.
I don't
Team
know,
member probably scored
they're just
a penalty or something.
They're just really bad.
They're just bad. They're just
defensively.
terrible.
They can't.
They lost
defend.
yesterday as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Napoli. Yeah,
Yeah,
they can't
so
defend. They
they
can't
can't defend.
score.
It's a
so-
mess out there.
Yeah.
But I'm going for a lucky 2-1. I feel like it's going to be a tight, cagey game, but the game will still see 3 goals.
Cool. ATM ball.
2 to AC. ATM Barca, I think the villains, the Atletico Madrid, will find a way to sucker punch Barcelona. I mean, it happens from time to time. It's never down to form.
But they already had the opportunity though.
I feel like
The game they bottled 2-0.
yeah.
Well, who knows?
Come on, who knows? We'll see.
I'm going for a 3-2.
Nah, I feel like Atletico are going through a rough couple of weeks because after the Champions League thing, they lost in La Liga. Now they're like 7-8 points. They drew.
I mean, they're not winning.
They drew on the weekend.
Yeah.
So now it's like
Yeah.
what 7-8 points gap between them and Barcelona. I just feel like Barcelona is just gonna work it out. It's probably gonna be something like 3-1. Barcelona win.
I'm going to disappoint you, bro.
Nah,
Hansi Flick's pass is crazy. So I'm gonna go 5-1.
Yeah, okay.
Clean.
Alright.
The fact that it's not even crazy to say that is just testament how good this team is.
What's all crazy?
Clean 5-1 win. Clean.
They're so good offensively,
I
bro.
mean, they are really good
Clean.
offense.
We're looking at probably like 3 top 10. Maybe we'll have like 4 guys in the top 10 Ballon d'Or. I think Pedri, Lewandowski, Yamal,
Realistic,
and
I say C.
if they win the league and Champions League, yeah, they definitely will have
As
4
long as
guys.
they're in the Champions League.
If, a big if.
Nah,
They'll have to
it's
go
not an
through-
if.
They'll have to go through Arsenal first.
They have to go through the
Go through
campus.
Arsenal, bro.
That's the
Repeat,
funny-
repeat,
that's-
repeat.
You know what?
Repeat on
It's
2007.
suicide, but that's 2006. That's
6. Trying to get a repeat.
the final one. Let's bury
It's a
that.
different team. It's a
You feel
different
me?
team.
I already told you, I don't care if I played for them or I won a UCL for them. Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Forever.
Bukayo Saka.
Exactly.
It's fine.
So,
Yeah.
let's go. God,
We'll see.
back 25 against Real Madrid, whatever it takes. Let's bring big ears home. Let's do it. You feel me?
This is the year.
This is the year.
This is the year.
This is the year. Yeah, but we appreciate you, Marumba, for coming through.
Thanks for sure. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Exactly.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime.
Yeah, but shout out all things football, man. We are back. The team is growing.
Team is growing. New members. New partnership with Genesis.
Yeah, shout out Genesis.
Shout out Genesis.
You guys want tech, proper tech.
Tech.
Genesis, numbers below.
Gonna see merch. Collaborating on different projects. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that.
Exactly, man. So
and pray for Victor.
What is this? Yeah. I'm having a great 2025. I'm not gonna lie to you. So what yeah? It's not gonna have a girlfriend.
No, but mention anything about girls.
Everybody.
Nah, but you know what? I'm on Victor's side. You know, girlfriend aren't all that. You know, it's not all that.
I didn't say that all that. Who said that?
You know,
Who said that?
You know what? Last year, you know what? I
it's crazy that
maintained.
you're mentioning last season because sometimes the way I analyze my life is through like football lens. So I'm like last season, you know.
Same.
I do that too.
Yeah, so
last season was terrible.
Last season
It was terrible.
No.
Last
I
season
locked in.
sucked.
And you know what happened? The Celtics won the title. So this season, playoffs in the Gloire somebody. I'm not talking to anybody in the playoffs. And we're gonna win another one. I'm not gonna talk to anybody. Like throughout the whole playoffs. You know me A to Z, you're gonna see it. I won't talk until we bring another ring home.
Bro.
Just for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just for the I'm not saying good until we win another ring, I'm not talking to you and I. But when the playoffs start, I'm blocking it.
You said this on.
Yeah, I said that.
Clip that,
Yeah. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's been all things football.
Yeah.
Safe.